So it's the Entekra Centre of Excellence here in Monaghan in Cloghan indeed that we find ourselves, and it's that time of the year again. It's the preview to the Junior Championship final. Of course, Drumhowan going to be facing Blackhill, a repeat indeed of the 2014 final, a day that Drumhowan prevailed. They'll be looking to do that again maybe in 2019. I'm in the company here of the captain of the side, Owen Quinn. We also have the manager Matthew Lambe and indeed chairman of the club as well, Gerry Finnegan, with us here. And I'll turn firstly to Owen here, because Owen, just noted when I was chatting to you there, I recall back 2014, I mentioned to you, were you there part of the panel on that day, and you remarked to me, no, I was too young.
Yeah, well, management obviously reckon that I'm good enough to be captain, so it's a privilege for me to be asked to be captain. The dressing room is full of leaders, obviously there's loads of medals in the dressing room, so captain just takes the toss, does a bit of talking, but the dressing room is full of leaders.
And that's the most important thing. Yeah. A lot of pressure on young shoulders, maybe?
Nah, happy enough, yeah. Taking me stride, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, that's the most important thing. The man that would have made the call, maybe, of giving the captaincy to Owen here, Matthew, part of the management team, the man on the line, making the shouts, calling the shots. Obviously, you've seen something here in captain pedigree, you know.
Yeah, well, Owen has come up through the ranks over the last number of years and showed a lot of leadership and ownership responsibility, and he can play a wee bit as well, so it always helps. But
it always helps, of course.
Yeah, Owen comes from a famous family in Drumhowan, and father probably captained the team as well, and many of his uncles have captained the team, so passing it down through the generations.
Important thing, so there was leadership being shown in the Quinn household?
Oh, there was, yes.
The championship journey this year for Drumhowan, unbeaten the whole way through it, I suppose, into the final again?
Yes, we're very happy to be here. Nothing more than we probably expected. We set out our stall at the beginning of the year. Getting to a championship final would have been one of our goals and ambitions, and we're here now and we're enjoying the build up to it, but we're under no illusions what lies ahead. We've a serious stern test ahead. Blackhill have come down from intermediate last year and would be a wee bit more battle hardened than we have. I know they might go on a bit tradition and number of fellas with a lot of medals in the dressing room, but we have 5 or 6 young fellas starting this final on Sunday who it's a whole new experience to them. So, but we're here, we're looking forward, we can't wait.
Oh, why not? It's interesting you talk about their lads that are starting, maybe haven't experienced this, because I was just looking there, 06, 08, 12 and 14, like it's quite a record of making championship finals in a short period of time, but it shows the evolving of the team.
It does, yes, it definitely does. And you look at some of the elder statesmen and what they've given to the club over the last 15, 16 years, and they're mad to go again this Sunday, and that they've passed that on now to the next generation, and their encouragement in the dressing room and their leadership and their ownership of the situation like makes my job an awful lot handier. I pick the team, but most of the talking is done for the fellas. I pick the team, set up the tactics, but the fellas, they buy into it and take it on board, so it's a win-win for everyone.
Indeed it is. So you'd pick the captain, with the captain to the left-hand side. The man then was probably charged with a few others to pick the management team. Gerry Finnegan, chairman of the club, and great days as always for the club when it comes to championship finals, Gerry.
That's true, Sean, yeah. And thank God we have a very proud tradition in Drumhowan over the last number of years. I don't like talking about how many championships we've won, because the more you win, the nearer you're coming to losing. So Drumhowan is a very proud club, and we have a great bunch of fellas, as Matthew said. We've 4 or 5 young lads there, and our youngsters, our juveniles and our minors and all are doing very well. So I think there's a few good years in Drumhowan to come.
It's interesting that you touched on the underage structure, and that obviously comes off the success of seeing the senior teams making these championship finals and the big days and the bunting going up. Everybody in the community wants to be involved in something like that, and I know you've had that success, as you mentioned, coming through then at underage. They're following in the footsteps.
That's true, Sean, yeah. They're coming along nicely. I can't, and I've been around Drumhowan for a long time, but I don't remember as many young fellas coming together. I think I was in the field one night and I counted maybe from 7 up to 15, maybe 70 fellas there, and that's great for a small country club. And we're looking forward to the years ahead.
And indeed, why not? Owen, you were probably one of them young lads in the field, obviously, in recent times, watching the championship success, watching lads getting ready for the final. Now here you are preparing for one yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I grown up watching the lads, some of the older boys, Colin Lambe, them boys I would have looked up to growing up playing football. And now to be in an honour or in a position to play alongside them and to play in a championship final, it's something that I'm really looking forward to.
And indeed, why not? Good mix and balance on the team at the minute as well, Matthew, with these younger lads that are making their way through, and obviously still a few of the elder statesmen in there as well to act as leaders.
Oh yes, it's a great balance, and the dressing room can be a lively spot at times. But here it's a good mix. We're happy with what we have, and we've 30 lads training all year, and the training has been top notch, and very few lads miss. And it's the way our club needs to be going, and that's what we expect of them.
Of course. Now, obviously, your focus on the build-up is always on yourself, your own team, your own tactics. You have to take a look at the opposition. Black Hill, and as I mentioned, a repeat of 2014.
Yes, yeah, I suppose we got over the line that day, and here if we get over the line in a similar fashion this Sunday, we'd grab it with both hands at the minute. Here, Black Hill are a seasoned outfit. There's no point in saying anything else. They've won a championship in 16 and went up in flying colours, and I suppose could have stayed in intermediate last year. Bar, they had a couple of injuries to key players, and they're like ourselves, small panel, get key injuries. Things can go pear-shaped at times, but here we're under no illusions that Black Hill are probably going in as hot favourites for this on Sunday.
Oh, he's passing over the buck on that one. That's just good to see. They'll come in, and know they'll say the same then as well. Drumhowan are red hot favourites. Big occasion finally, Gerry, for everybody. I know you mentioned they've been down at the field. I know the bunting was going up there during the course of the week, and the flags are going out. It's a massive occasion for the whole community and the club, isn't it?
It's a great occasion for Drumhowan, yeah, very good, and I think everybody's looking forward to it. But momentum is good around Drumhowan now because, as I said before, we had a win in Fela, we have had great success at underage, and you know there'll be big expectations in Drumhowan over the next 4 or 5 or 6 years.
Expectations indeed. Well, the expectation will be resting on this Sunday in Almullen, where the Junior Championship final will be thrown in. Is Drumhowan taking on Black Hill.